Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, a very sick baseball collector. I'm still getting over whatever it is that I contracted at the tail end of my trip to Ecuador. Just got back, quick timeline, I was gone all last week, got back Friday, late Friday night, scrambled to put together the first day of Hobby Palooza, getting the live stream set up, emailing all of the hosts, and getting all of that arranged. Then I passed out and went to bed. Hobby Palooza was awesome. It was so great. I have to give mega props to a few guys that helped make it happen because I was feeling so terrible. And last year was a beatdown anyway. Having to engineer and be behind the scenes of all the hours last year, that was not true this year. I had tremendous help from John 3D 80s Kids, Danny Black, and of course, John Keating helped a ton. So you guys made this happen. So thank you so much. I'm sitting here sweating as I'm doing this video, profusely actually. But I need to go get back in bed. I will in a minute. But that's some things I want to talk about. Yeah, Hobby Palooza was outstanding. We did this year where we raised money for Signatures for Soldiers. A lot of guys were generous enough to give away things during their streams and auction them off, etc., etc. And we raised about $1,300 for Signatures for Soldiers. And I personally vow to, I'm going to double that to take that money on at the National and give that to Tim, give him a check for that amount. And that's always kind of what I want to do. And so I'm excited about that. It was great and incredibly generous of you guys. So that is awesome. What else today? I got a few things I want to talk about. Palooza, yes, check. I got some cards I want to show off. I'm a big believer in buying 9's for my collection. Do I like 10's? Absolutely. Of course I do. Who doesn't like 10's in their collection? But the reality is I'd rather stretch my hobby dollars to buy 9's. To me, you put a modern or ultra modern card next 9 and 10 next to each other, gonna look pretty darn identical. I just want to have a nice card. The other thing is everybody's talking about the base card dying, and I'm actually a big fan of the base rookie card. Like, to me, that just is the simplest way to collect a player. I don't need the shiny sparkle variation, gold, yada, yada, whatever. Give me the base card. That's what if I'm not collecting that player, or I'm not really into that player, I'll just give me the base card. I'm happy with that because as a vintage guy, back in the day, there used to only be base cards. So that's kind of how my shift of thought has gone in the hobby is I'll just take the base card. I'm good with that. And some people, death to the base card. I don't know. I think that it'll always have a place in the hobby. It may not always be the most popular card for people or whatever, but maybe I'm old school. I just like the base Topps card. Give me that. And so I got a couple of cards from guys that are on the Future Hall of Fame set registry, and I picked those up super cheap. And I'll talk about the disparity between the 9's and the 10's because it's an interesting way that I view the hobby, and it's not for, there are people that want 10's, good for you. I'll just talk about why I don't. And so anyway, that is it. Let me flip this sucker around. And oh, by the way, 28 days till the National. So it'll be here before we know it. The good news is I won't be sick anymore, hopefully in 28 days. But looking forward to that. Thanks to everybody again for being a part of Hobby Palooza and watching. If you haven't watched all of it, go check it all out on Bitch Clear Media. Lots of great hosts, lots of great content, tons of stuff to catch up on if you weren't able to catch it live. So hang on one second. Let's flip this around and look at some cards. All right. Again, not picking up a ton of stuff lately. Not necessarily intentionally, just been so busy being gone out of town. Just haven't looked at eBay a lot, honestly. It's I won't be going to any shows, and I know there's a Dallas show before the National, but I won't be going to that. I did pick this vintage card up, little 68 Topps Lou Brock. And this is the kind of sweet spot card that I love. A lot of people have been talking about this lately. During Hobby Palooza, by the way, there was a discussion. Jeremy Lee talked with a gentleman who's on TikTok. And man, I loved it. It was such a good discussion. The guy had such great points. And the reason the guy has great points is because I agree with everything he said. That's probably why. But buying a card like this, a Lou Brock 68, it's pretty well centered. It's a 3.5. Would I like a 7 in this card? Yeah, but this cost me less than 20 bucks. It's like $18. Shipped everything. So yeah, this was the last card I needed for the Lou Brock run. So someday I'll do a Lou Brock player run video, but yeah, I'll take that. It's a great looking card all day. And back's well centered. So yeah, 3.5. Sure. Next up are the two guys that I bought for the Future Hall of Fame set. Oh, not that way. Manny Machado. Is he on track for the Hall of Fame? Maybe. But when you pay $20 for a PSA 9, it's not like you're taking a huge risk that he does or doesn't make it. And he's been a great player, actually. The Padres are disappointing this year, but overall, Machado is having another good season. This is his just base rookie card from 2013 Topps. This was 20 bucks. A PSA 10 is around $50. Sometimes you get a little more, sometimes a little less, but 50 bucks-ish. So it's 2.5 times what this cost. And you say, well, Mike, it's only $30 more, just spring for the 10. Well, I got 2 cards and have money left over. You know, the 2 cards I bought were 20 bucks a piece. So I was able to get 2 cards to my collection and still have money left over versus, you know, paying more for just 1. And so again, a 9 on a modern card like this, come on, it's a mint card. Happy. I'm happy with that. Perfectly happy with that. So there's the Machado. Now if 10s get down to 20 bucks, I guess that would mean this would be an $8 card or something, but I don't know, $20 seemed reasonable. And the other one I got was Giancarlo Don't Call Me Mike Stanton 2010 Topps update. This also in a 9, again, 20 bucks. Not 10s are 50-ish, $45 to $55 kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know about you guys. When Mike Stanton's healthy, Giancarlo Stanton is healthy, dude, I love watching this guy hit. Like, I want to stop and watch him hit because he might hit it to the moon. And with such a short, compact swing, like, that's the kind of thing I think about with Hall of Famers. I go, do I want to stop in what I'm doing and watch this guy hit? And Stanton is one of those guys for me. I'm just mesmerized by how good he is. And again, injury prone, no doubt, but I think he's got a better shot. If you were to say right now, put odds on which of these 2 players is getting in the Hall of Fame, I would put it on Stanton, believe it or not. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, but Stanton's already got an MVP award, 50 home run season. So he's kind of done more so far, but we'll see if he can keep it up. I mean, he needs to play several more years, have some decent numbers, several more years to even have a shot. But he is in the Future Hall of Fame set registry. And so I wanted to pick this card up. Again, 20 bucks, not a huge risk. And I have Giancarlo Stanton rookie. So that is it, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Argue against me. I'm not saying I have the perfect solution or what the way I think is the only way, the right way. Let me know your counterpoints if you have any. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, have a great day. Wish me to get better quickly. And I'm going to go get back in bed. We'll talk to you soon. Keep collecting.